I believe we stopped at verse 17. Yeah. No, 17 meaning that's what we did 17. 18, what we're supposed to do now. Yeah. Okay. So, we said that this surah, again, some of you maybe are here for first time or were not here last week, is this. This surah was revealed to regularize what to do with the spoils of war. When the mujahideen win a battle, who takes what? There are spoils of wars. There should be a lot of wealth sometimes. Sometimes banks, gold, bar gold. Sometimes jewelry. Sometimes tanks, horses, aeroplanes, battleships. What do you think now? Big technology, drones. Who takes what? Is it up to the individual or no? Rasulullah ﷺ regularized that. Allah revealed to him this surah, and also there were ahadith. Allah inspired him to say ahadith. For example, in jihad, when a Muslim soldier kills a non-Muslim kafir soldier, he takes his clothes, he takes his shoes, he takes everything, he wears his weapon, whatever, because that person khalas is going to be buried. So he said, Man qatala qatilan falahu salabuh. Rasulullah ﷺ said to the Sahaba, anyone who kills someone, he's entitled to what he took from him. This is of course in the battlefield. I'm talking in jihad, when the Muslims are fighting. But sometimes there are big things, so that those things go back to the leader of the army, and he will divide it. Leadership divide according to the needs of people. Those who don't have boots, give them boots. Those who have old rifles, be given new rifles. Things like that. So that the jihad continues. So it's a self-sustaining sponsoring of jihad. Subhanallah. It's not something that is going to put so much burden on the economy or on the finance of that country. So that's how Rasulullah ﷺ gained power. And they will do the same to you. Please understand. I want my sisters to be smarter than what you are. You are smart ladies, but I want you to be smarter. When I talk about jihad, do not use peace law. Now you are in peace. You cannot complain. You have to enter the mode of jihad. You have to turn into Palestinian, meaning an abused and oppressed human being. Malaysians can never understand sometimes what I say, because you never saw war. Who sympathize with a sister going through divorce? A divorcee. She feels it, she knows. She knows how painful. Who sympathize with sister with cancer? Survivor. More. No matter how much you love that sister, the sister who has gone through that pain, chemotherapy, this, she understands what does it mean. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So this type of things, I want my sisters to keep in mind. Sometimes you are taken back. I can understand. Well, we're talking about jihad. Rules of engagement, where people are fighting. Not when we are peaceful like this and non-Muslims are living with us in peace. No. Okay. So we stopped at that ayah where Allah Azza wa Jal said, when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has thrown a spear on someone and killed him, because that man challenged. He said, "Where is Muhammad? I want to kill him." And he charged towards Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet said, "Give me a spear and don't leave this man to me." No one should, because all the Sahaba were ready to go to him. Especially one Sahabi. Who knows who is he? One Sahabi, he was like the bodyguard of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Zoubir ibn al-Awwam radiyallahu anhu. Not Zoubir Bouchikhi, no. I wish. Zoubir ibn al-Awwam was his bodyguard. And he was so tough and rough. That's subhanallah. I tell you stories about the Sahaba later on. So the Prophet ﷺ threw that spear towards that knight, and it went through his body, and the pain was so incredible. That person kept shouting. He didn't die easy death. So Allah Azza wa Jal documented that for us. You killed them not, but Allah killed them. The kuffar. When you were fighting, actually, it was God who was fighting them through you, O Muslims. But for you, O Muhammad, and you, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you did not throw when you did throw. But Allah threw. Through what? Through the spear. Meaning Allah gave you so much power in that hit. It was so accurate that it went through the body. So who said the Prophet never fought? This is not sunnah for the man. The man know only 2 sunnahs. For wives and Qaylula, sleeping after Zohar. Tell man this, go fight in Palestine. And I don't mind if you add 1 Palestinian sister. Takbir. Look, you even mind. La ilaha illallah. Go fight, but don't. La ilaha illallah. Ladies are ladies, they will never change. Takbir. And you, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, threw not when you did throw, but Allah threw, that He might test the believers by a fair trial from Him. When He brought you to this war, He is testing you all. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he hated to hurt even an ant, let alone hurt a human being. But it was a test. He also has been tested. And he is not the only prophet that fought. Actually, majority of prophets fought when they had to. The Quran documents Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam killing Goliath. With what? With a slingshot. He shot him, he sniped him. He used an unconventional form of fighting. Goliath thinks he's going to fight him with sword. That young boy, Dawood alayhi salam, he was young, he took stone, said Bismillah, and hit him. It went to his head. So what we call the art of sniping from far. So it's not just the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All the prophets of Allah. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam took 300 men and fought a king who raided people and took their properties. But these things are being hidden deliberately from the life of the Sahaba, the prophets, so that we think the prophets were, as I told you, just sitting having a long, big green turban on their heads, and they're making dhikr, tahleel, all their life. What type of Islam is this? When people are abusing you, you're making tahleel. When people are stealing your resources and killing your women and turning your children against you, Christianizing them, na'udhu billah, not even turning them to beasts. When your land is taken, when your women are abused, please understand this, my sisters. This is the law of God. The law of God in creation, survival. Even animals know this. Even animals, they have to defend or attack to survive. Either they attack or defend. There is no other way. So I hope my sisters understand these things. Even the dunya is based on the concept of animosity. Who can explain that to me? The moment Allah created Adam, Shaitan became his enemy. There is no life without enemy. Expect it. Someone will be your enemy. If you want peace, after in Jannah, inshallah. The moment you come to this world, there will be someone your enemy. And Shaitan your enemy. And Allah says, إِنَّ الْكَافِرِينَ كَانُوا. The kuffar also are your enemies. Never forget that. No matter how much they live with us in peace and this and that. The day will come, they snap. We hope they don't, because they will face strong resistance. Serious. Okay.